Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Minecraft. It is episode 112. So yeah, I've already passed the point of putting out one episode per month. So yeah, that's pretty nice. And I would like to introduce everyone to my new job. You know, I got a job recently. I applied. I turned in my resume. I actually got a sponsorship deal for it. So yeah, this video actually is sponsored. I signed this brand deal. I don't know. They just contacted me. They emailed me, and they're like, hey, we're a big fan of your Minecraft Let's Play, and we know that we're not an anime mobile game or some freaking Harry's Razor, Blue Apron, or, you know, we're not freaking G Fuel, but we can offer you a brand deal for your Minecraft Let's Plays. All you have to do is one simple thing. In the game, you have to freaking plant a sapling. So yeah, okay, I'm just fulfilling the duty of the contract, okay? So I just have to do this, and then I have to do this. Oh, come on. Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot that, like, oh, that's so stupid, man. Dude, that is so stupid. There you go. Okay, I forgot that bone meal was nerfed. Back in my day, in the good old days, it was just 1 for 1. But whatever. Oh, man. So I have to keep on doing this. Maybe just like, well, there you go. On the last one, I have to do stuff like that, you know? I have to plant these things every once in a while to fulfill the requirements, the stipulations of the brand deal. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this little sponsored segment. Hopefully it's not too intrusive. I put it at the beginning of the video, so you know, it doesn't feel like I'm interrupting something. Don't you hate it when like there's like that like video where it's like, I'm gonna get into the interesting stuff, but first it's like, dude, come on, man. Like, I understand, man, but it's like, man, I don't know. It's just a thing. Like, there's just a thing. I don't know. If you like, oh my god, there's like podcasts that just are just like, I don't know. Like, there's podcasts who think they're being cool and creative and like, oh, this is so not intrusive. You know, I think like Steve-O had a podcast, like Steve-O from Jackass, where it's like, oh, it cut to him in the van. It's like, dude, like, I don't know. Like, there's no freaking podcast cut to sponsorship that I enjoy. Like, it literally is just like, I'm going to skip it, man. I'm going to skip it. Like, I don't understand. Please, if you have chapters on your video, just like label the chapter as the sponsorship and let me skip it. It's like, I don't understand, guys. I don't know. It's like you have to deal with ads on YouTube, and then you have to deal with the ad for your freaking sponsorship on the podcast. It's like, bro, it's like come on, man. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing, man? Like, I don't know, man. Kawaii, please do not do that if you have a YouTube channel. Oh, man. Is this intro too long? I feel like it was just too obvious. It was way too obvious that was going to be the intro bit, you know? It's like, wow, I like talking about the NBA, and, like, I'm doing a Minecraft Let's Play, so it's like, you know, something happened, you know, related to that. It's like, I'm sorry if it was too generic, okay? Look, something happened recently, and I do not want to touch that, okay? That's literally all I'm gonna say. So yeah, okay, literally all I'm gonna say about that. I don't know, it's just like, yeah. But anyways, like, I guess, yeah, Kawhi might have gotten into trouble. The Clippers organization might have gotten into trouble. Okay, TLDW, okay? Pablo Torre, fellow Philam person in the sports media space. He sometimes guest hosts, guest fills in as a guest on PTI with Tony Kornheiser most of the time. So he has this podcast called Pablo Torre Finds Out, and like the thesis of it is that he wants to do investigative journalism in an era where investigative journalism is not nearly as celebrated or championed, you know? So and this includes just like general stupid things, you know, like that. But I think his whole thing is that the stupid stuff gets us to the interesting stuff, you know? Like one of some of the big things he's covered / investigated this year are Bill Belichick, the Patriots coach, and his girlfriend Jordan Hudson, who is my age. I'll just say that. That I don't know what really there is much to glean from that. Yeah, more of the superfluous side. But the second big thing he discovered this year was the NFL. Yeah, the NFL Players Association was basically extremely corrupt, and they were like, I don't know, there was just it was an inside job basically of like, you know, intentionally not paying players their salaries or something. I don't know. Yeah, like they were celebrating not having to give like quarterbacks like Justin Herbert like as big of a contract. You know, there was collusion within the Players Association in the league, right? Yeah. But that was like a case of like one or two. Yeah, it was like the president of the Players Association that was doing that mostly, rather than the Players Association. So, yeah, that was a big thing. The president of the NFLPA resigned. You know, I don't know. That's in flux. But yeah, the third big thing Pablo Torre has found out is Kawhi Leonard, that player from the Clippers who joined in 2019 in a package deal with Paul George. Yeah, like he apparently took a sponsorship deal for 28 million originally, but I think like it got updated with new information. Pablo is just dropping these bombs, you know. He's blowing the place up with these freaking information bombs. So he's like, yeah, so it actually could be more than that. It actually could be as much as like 50 million. Like Kawhi took like that much of a big like sponsorship deal per se in quotes with a company that went bankrupt. So it was a company where it was some sort of green company. It was like Aspire or something. Yeah, I don't know. The name of it doesn't matter because the company's bankrupt. But, you know, like, yeah, and the company going bankrupt is what led Pablo and, like, his team to, like, you know, dig into this and discover it. You know, Kawhi Leonard signed a sponsorship deal worth 28 to 50 million. And then it stipulated it basically was a deal where yeah, it was a no-show job. So basically it was like, oh, he's gonna plant some trees, you know, and maybe post it on social media or something, and like it that have be part of the brand deal. But it turns out that there's no evidence of him actually planting trees like I just did, you know. There's no evidence of that at all. Oh man. But yeah, that's all ancillary. The main accusation of the Clippers organization is they circumvented the salary cap by doing this, by giving Kawhi $28 million, by Kawhi signing a $28 million or even more sponsorship deal. They circumvented the salary cap, and that is a big crime in the NBA. So, but that's the main thing that needs to be proven, right? Like that's like the thing out there. That's the whole thing. And I listened to the Hoop Collective like talk about it, and then Brian Windhorst. In Brian Windhorst's words, I trust him. You know, I'm not like freaking the second greatest of all time who's like, oh, he acts like he's my friend. It's like, no, man. Brian Windhorst is my friend. Okay, he is my friend. Okay. He said, yeah, he in his own words said that Pablo's like everything Pablo laid out is compelling, but he doesn't feel personally like there's like a smoking gun, which means that there isn't yet definitive like evidence that the Clippers organization or Steve Ballmer, without a shadow of a doubt, circumvented the salary cap yet, or like there isn't like total evidence of that, you know. Like that's still like the thing that needs to be proven, you know. I'm taking like a thing of it, you know. It's, you know, I don't know. There's been like people talking like, oh, they need to lay the hammer on the Clippers. They need to do this, like, you know, in the worst case scenario, if like these allegations are maybe even stronger than originally freaking alleged, you know, then was reported, then maybe like Kawhi's contract could be voided entirely. I don't even know. I don't think that's gonna happen, man. Their NBA Twitter is memeing like, yeah, maybe the punishment should be forcing Kawhi to play the regular season. And then like there's another thing where it's like, what? Yeah, I mean, if Kawhi gets suspended for half the season, they'll be ready for the playoffs, right? Yeah. Look, they already have Bradley Beal and freaking Chris Paul, man. I think they're gonna be fine, man. But I don't know. It's a thing. And like, I think it's interesting that Tim Bontemps said that like the reason why everyone had a reaction to this within like the NBA space world, whatever. I think I'm a part of that. I don't know. I don't have a podcast about it. I have a Let's Play, but you know, I think like, yeah, it was just that like this is the latest controversy in like a string of controversy surrounding Kawhi ever since he was on the Spurs. You know, the whole Uncle Dennis situation. I watched like the secret base video about it. It literally, I don't know, it was just like Kawhi got injured, and then like there was a time when like he like Manu Ginobili, was it Manu Ginobili? No, it was like Tony Parker like calling him out or something. It was like, you know, he could come back earlier. You know, there's a time during the season, it might have been like the 2018 season, yeah, the season before he was traded to Toronto, where it's like, you know, is he faking his injury? Like he seems to be like not willing to play, and then like him rehabbing from an injury and taking too long to rehab from the injury in the eyes of some people turned into like, oh, he actually does not like the organization and he's speaking true. This guy called Uncle Dennis, I don't know, some Uncle Dennis is speaking on behalf of him. He's his representative, I guess. Oh man, and then something happened, yeah, and then the relationship between the Spurs and Kawhi soured until, you know, at the end of it, he got traded to the Raptors for 1 year, you know, and Finals MVP, won the championship, hit the shot over Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid was very emotional afterwards, you know. Oh man, yeah, I don't know, that was like a thing. And then there were controversies with him in Toronto, you know, and then there were like controversies like with him when he first got on the Clippers, right? Yeah, all of these things, yeah, it's like Kawhi is there's so many like lawsuits involving Kawhi ever since he's been on, like tracing all the way back to San Antonio. So yeah, I guess that's like why people might have had a reaction to this. This is the latest like Kawhi controversy. But like, I was thinking in my head of like, these are controversies, these are annoying, these are like legal headaches, right? These, like, you know, the Clippers lawyers, you know, are just inundated with this stuff, right? But I mean, it could be worse. That's my point, is that that I was thinking in my head, is that like, there's nothing like criminal about any of his controversies, right? There isn't any sort of like criminal charge to his controversies yet. Yet, but you know, nothing is criminal, nothing is like being a diva in the locker room. There's nothing to that regard. Like, as far as we know, like Kawhi's teammates respect him. He is not a quote locker room cancer, right? Like, I don't know. It's just that wherever he goes, there seems to be this like legal trouble, some sort of controversy following him. Like, I don't know, maybe it has to do some what with his camp and like the people he surrounds himself with. But I don't know. Like, there's a difference between the controversy, you know, Kawhi gets in versus the controversy Ja Morant gets in. Let me just say that, okay? Let me just say that. Oh man, so yeah, I guess that's all I wanted to talk about. It, you know, it's like, unless there's new information, it's like there's not anything to talk about, you know? Like, I'm in the state of like, as Brian Windhorst said, like, I'm waiting for that smoking gun. Like, I'm waiting for like the definitive. It's like, okay, there is 100% proven. It is 100% proven the Clippers circumvented the salary cap. What do we do about it? So yeah, like I'm waiting for that to rear its head, maybe, or maybe not. I don't know. I think there is a good chance that, you know, yeah, maybe like Steve Ballmer's reputation as an owner could like maybe save him, but I don't know. It's the whole thing. I don't know, man. And then like NBA fans would be like, it's an inside job, you know. It's like freaking they didn't want to punish freaking Steve Ballmer, Kawhi, or the Clippers, freaking favoritism, something like that. I don't know. Oh man, I don't think Adam Silver said anything too definitive about it. So yeah. Why am I talking about it, about an NBA scandal when the WNBA season is going on, you ask? Well, you know, it's just what happens, man. Oh, man. Anyways, let me transition to the WNBA. I don't know. I think there's a bit of stuff I want to get to here. Yeah. So I have been recording for like just a little over 10 minutes. All right. Okay. I am making good time. All right. So I think the regular season is mostly wrapped up. Yeah, I'm checking here, and like the regular season is now 44 games, and pretty much every team except the Aces and the Aces and one other team have played 44 games. So yeah, as it stands now, I think this is the playoff bracket, I guess, into WNBA. I guess like I can't give like 1 through 8 seed, but yeah, the number 1 seed overall is the Minnesota Lynx, right? Yeah, the Minnesota Lynx are number 1, and I think the number 8 seed is gonna be the Seattle Storm. Yeah, I think so. It could be the Valkyries, yeah, because the Storm and the Valkyries have the same record. Yeah. Also, side note, yeah, the Valkyries clinched the playoffs, but their home game is gonna be in San Jose instead of San Francisco. Instead of Chase Center. So yeah, kind of sucks for them that they have to play in San Jose of all places. But you know, scheduling conflicts and all that. Yeah. The Aces, I'm checking here on Bleacher Report, the standings. They won 15 games in a row. Like, they had, like, I think, like, their last game was, like, that home loss to the Lynx earlier, like, a bit ago. Yeah, like, a month ago. Yeah, a month and a half ago at this point, right? Probably. Where it's, like, they lost by, like, 30-something points. You know, they lost by a lot to the Lynx at home. Yeah, like, they lost by a lot. And that seemed to be, like, the absolute low point of their season. And it was, like, I think there probably were some people thinking or having discussions of, like, yeah, no, this is not going to be the year for the Aces. They've taken a step back. You know, they're not the dynasty they once were. And then they rattled off 15 straight games. And then Becky Hammon is like very, very, much advocating strongly for Asia Wilson to win MVP. It's like, this is the math. The math does not lie. Oh, man. This city, Las Vegas, was built on math. And yeah, and I'm not a good gambler. Something like that. It's like she was fervent, man. She was fervently, passionately freaking arguing for Asia Wilson, over Nafisa Collier. So yeah, I don't know. I would assume like that Asia probably is the front runner now for MVP. I don't know. Like for the longest time it was Nafisa Collier, but yeah, she got injured and then the Aces went on this winning streak. So yeah, those two things probably could be something that cost Nafisa the MVP, but I don't know. I wouldn't think Nafisa cares that much. I feel like if you ask Nafisa Collier, I saw her, saw her interview with Sue Bird. She said she doesn't really care about it and she'd rather win the championship, Yeah, I mean, really, like, the Lynx's goal is to win a championship, Like, it's not, having Nafisa win a MVP would be nice, but it really is just, like, yeah, they felt they got robbed against the Liberty last season. So, yeah, like, it's there. I feel like it's the Lynx's championship to lose at this point. The Liberty, started off really hot and, like, they had, the second half of the season, injuries and also just defensively, they just were not the same team, but they're still 27-17, they have the same record as the Phoenix Mercury, which is also a good team. And it says that they lost 3 straight games and the Liberty won 3 straight games. So, yeah. Yeah, okay, so the broader playoff picture, the 5 teams missing the playoffs in the WNBA, I think this is correct. So I'm just going off of like what teams are severely under 500. Okay, the Connecticut Sun, the Chicago Sky, which I'm going to discuss a bit later, the Washington Mystics, those are 3, right? Yeah, and the other 2 are the Dallas Wings, the Paige Beckers' rookie year though, the Dallas Wings, and then the Los Angeles Sparks, who got eliminated despite winning their last game, I think. Yeah. So yeah, the Sparks, I really wanted the Sparks to make the playoffs, but I don't know. Like, they had a step in the right direction, that's what I'll give them, they had a step in the right direction, and hopefully they can build off of that, and next season with Kelsey Plum, Cameron Brink healthy, and and then Rakia Jackson, right? Hopefully they can build off of that. Hopefully they can build off of the season where they were only 1 game below 500. So yeah, they just barely missed out on the playoffs. So yeah, those are the 5 teams that are not gonna make the playoffs: the Sparks, Wings, Mystics, Sun, and Sky. Yeah. Okay. So. Oh man, okay. I don't need like a seed by seed breakdown, right? Yeah, I think it's just the Lynx are number 1. The Aces are, I think they had a chance to be the number 2 seed. I don't know if they are the number 2 seed, but yeah. The top teams are, after the Lynx, are the Dream, Aces, Mercury. Yeah, Dream, Aces, Mercury, Liberty. Yeah. And then you have the Valkyries, the Fever. Somehow, without Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark was like ruled like, oh, she's not going to play for the rest of the season. It's like, she obviously, yeah, like since the All-Star break, she was probably ruled out for the rest of the season. But it's like 4 games out, like before their final 3 games. It's like, yeah, no, Caitlin Clark's out for the season. It's like, yeah, I mean, maybe, I think like Caitlin might have announced that herself, but it's like, obviously. The Fever are still 24-20 without having Caitlin Clark for like the majority of the season. So shout out to them, I guess. Oh man, Sophie Cunningham. Oh no, didn't Sophie Cunningham get injured? Yeah, she might have. Oh my god, dude. Dude, there was like a report where it's like, yeah, it said like Chloe Bibby was like out for the season with a knee injury. It's like, dude, that's like a player they signed for a 10-day hardship contract. It's like, who's Chloe Bibby? I'm sorry, Chloe Bibby, but like I don't know. I do not know if you're related to Mike Bibby or not. I have no idea. It's like just the first time I've heard. It's like there's this player called Chloe Bibby and she's just out for the remainder of the season. It's like, oh, it's just, if you're on the Fever, injuries just freaking knock you out. It's like, damn. Oh my god. Sydney Colson also was a player on the Fever who got an ACL, right, injury. You know, like she has like a fun podcast she does with another player, W player. Yeah, I don't know. It's like she like Sydney Colson is just like genuinely just one of the funniest people, you know, in the WNBA. I don't know. Like, I don't know how she became so funny, man. She is pretty damn, she's hilarious, man. Yeah, like another player who's like really, really funny. Yeah, Courtney Williams from the Minnesota Lynx. Yeah, she's really funny. I forgot to talk about this, but yeah, there was like apparently Courtney Williams has a podcast, like everyone, but you know, this is a Let's Play, you know, don't get it twisted. Oh, so now I gotta do my tree planting job just to make sure that no one investigates me. Okay, Pablo, I'm planting a tree. Don't investigate me. We have an alliance here. We both are under the same flag, you know. He's from New York City and I'm from San Diego, but you know, those cities are kind of similar, right? East Coast, West Coast. I don't know, what's the San Diego of the East Coast? Not Boston. Oh, God. What is the San Diego of the East Coast? Is it Virginia Beach? Oh, yeah, Miami, yeah. But, like, politically, though, it's like, yeah, I mean, I don't want to get into that, to be honest. I mean, like, yeah, Miami is probably the San Diego of frickin' the East, but it's like, I mean, like, there isn't really a substitution for, like, the Miami Vice stuff and the Scarface stuff, right? Like, like San Diego is represented in film and culture through Top Gun, and then Miami is, like, Scarface. Oh, yeah, I don't know. But anyways, yeah. Was I gonna, yeah, like, Courtney Williams has a podcast that she does with her father, and there was this podcast clip I saw of like its title was just like Courtney or whatever. Courtney shares how she found out she was gay or something too, and then the podcast is called like Courtney and her dad or something, Courtney and her father, I don't know, something. It's a podcast that she does with her father sitting right next to her for some reason, and like it's just a clip of her sharing just how she discovered she was gay and into girls, and like her story through high school and college of like you know, first going through that, you know, and like she dated a teammate in college or something. She had a boyfriend throughout high school, and then she broke up with that boyfriend at the end of high school, just as she was about to enter college, and then she discovered she was gay sometime when she started college. I don't know. I just remember it being really funny that her father was just there next to her, and then she's just casually being like, yeah, well, at this time I didn't tell you guys yet. I didn't tell my family yet. Like, I didn't tell you yet until, and then he's just like nodding along. He's just like, yeah. She's like telling a story of like I don't know, like a girl came into her room, just like her dorm room, crying. It's like I don't know, man. I don't know. The thing I remember from it is just like Courtney Williams' father just being like, okay, Man. Also, another player who's not in the WNBA yet having a podcast, AZ Fudd. She has a podcast called Fudd Around and Find Out. Yeah. I guess you just have to put your name in a pun, man. Yeah, just have to freaking. Who does that? Who uses their name? Who uses like a username and puts it in the title for their videos? Who does that? Who does that? I don't know. But yeah, anyways, so I think like, yeah, there was an episode where she had like the Stud Buds, which is Courtney Williams and Natasha Heidemann on her podcast. So 2 players from the Minnesota Lynx. And then there was one funny comment where like, I don't know, like I think like Courtney Williams, they were talking about like their type or something. Courtney Williams made a comment saying like, I don't play Dubai games, you know, like as in, if you're bisexual, I don't rock with you, man. Like I can't date you if you're bisexual. You have to be gay. You have to be a lesbian if I want to date you. And I'm just like, okay. I mean, look, man, I'm just reciting information. I'm not judge. I listen. I do not judge. Okay, I'm just reciting information, man. I'm just reciting information. That's what Courtney Williams said. Courtney Williams said, I don't play Dubai games. You know, like she's just like, if I want to date you, you have to be gay. Oh man, you have to be into girls and only girls. Okay, it's like, okay, man, you know. Oh man, I don't know where like, yeah, I don't know where people like Nana would fit into that. I don't know. Oh man, anyways, yeah, there's other stuff I wanted to get into, right? Yeah, that's basically all like the big picture WNBA stuff. But yeah, I like the post here that I'm gonna get on Twitter, man. Yeah, let me just you know, it's still somewhat useful, you know. I still like stuff sometimes just to keep it. Yeah. Okay, this is from an account. This is from someone named Ricky O'Donnell. New from me, Angel Reese told no lies about the sorry state of the Chicago Sky. Jeff Pagliocca committed organizational malpractice with his roster decisions. And yeah, side note, Jeff Pagliocca is the GM of the Sky, I think, I would assume. He needs to be fired. Reese just said what anyone paying attention already knew. Yeah. And this is an article on SBNation.com. This is also like the first time I'm learning of this. Yeah. But like I glanced it. Yeah. Apparently like a week or so ago, or sometime around that time, Angel Reese had a press conference where she kind of, you know, directly called out the Sky organization, right? And I've been seeing tweets on WNBA Twitter or just like on my For You feed that's just relates to the WNBA of like, you know, like Angel Reese, you know, should be supported, right? She told the truth, you know, like the Sky are the worst run organization in the WNBA, even though they won a championship in 2021 with Candace Parker. And they also retired Candace Parker's jersey too. That happened this season. The Sparks did, right? But also the Sky did. And it's just funny seeing like, it's like, oh, they hung a banner. It's like, oh, just that 1 year, you know? But like then again, like Kawhi, you know, his jersey should be retired by the Raptors, even though he only played for 1 year. Okay. I guess I'm not going to read the whole thing, but yeah, I'll just like read some of it. The Chicago Sky season died a multitude of deaths on its way to one of the worst records in the WNBA for the second straight year. Oh man. Yeah, in here the article talks about their big free agency move was signing Courtney Vandersloot back to the Sky, and she's 36. Oh man. Yeah, again when Vandersloot suffered a season-ending torn ACL in early June. Yeah. And once more when Angel Reese got hurt just before the All-Star break, leading to a 1-9 stretch in her absence. 21 points. They lost by an average of 21.7 points per game. Damn. Yeah. Anything else? Yeah. Yeah. Reese spoke with the Chicago Tribune ace reporter Julia Poe about this guy's terrible, horrible, no good, very bad season and the future that looks even bleaker. Yeah, okay, here's her direct quotes. Here's Angel Reese's direct words. I'm not settling for the same SH we did this year, Reese said to the Tribune on the team's lousy offseason. We have to get good players. We have to get great players. That's a non-negotiable for me. Yeah. And that's the thing, like, we've seen we've seen players request trades, right? It's like, I don't think it would be that much of a shock if Angel Reese requests a trade from the Sky. I really don't think so, you know? I'm willing and wanting to play with the best, and however I can help to get the best here, that's what I'm going to do this offseason. So it's going to be very, very important this offseason to make sure we attract the best of the best, because we can't settle for what we have this year. Yeah, and like obviously I feel like Angel Reese is absolutely qualified to make these comments because, you know, she is the face of the franchise. She is the team's best player, right? Like whether you know, like she has improved markedly. Yeah, she's improved a lot from last season to this season, you know? I don't know if like the finishing around the rim freaking stuff from last season is completely gone, but yeah, like I know that she's improved. Yeah, she's had a lot of double doubles this season. Yeah, like yeah, she's definitely a better player than she was last season. So yeah, she is qualified to make these comments, obviously. Reese kept going. She said, "We can't rely on Courtney to come back at the age she's at." She literally is like, "Courtney, you are old, man. You are old." When talking about how to fix the team's point guard problems for next year, she implored head coach Tyler Marsh to coach the team harder and pointed to the Golden State Valkyries. Yeah, with I think should be the coach of the year for leading them to the playoffs in their first season, Natalie Nakase. Did I talk about how she said that like when asked about it, she said like it should more be coaching staff of the year, you know? And she's like, no, I haven't thought about winning coach of the year, but she absolutely should win coach of the year, okay? Like Natalie Nakase should be freaking the coach of the year in the WNBA. Man, she yearned for a major free agent addition, but said, I don't know what will attract that, nodding to the Sky's status as a small market stand-in despite being located in the country's third biggest market. Well, I mean, the problem is that their freaking training facility is a high school gym. One of the problems. But yeah, that's a WNBA problem, you know. I talked before about like how like one of the reasons that like Seattle was attractive to free agents, right? Like Nneka Ogwumike and like Skylar Diggins-Smith, you know? Or no, yeah, just Skylar Diggins. Yeah, it was attractive to Skylar Diggins and Nneka because of the fact that Seattle had its own training facility, you know? Like that's like stuff like that. It is just a mover, you know, for free agents in the WNBA, right? Not every freaking WNBA team has their own like dedicated practice facility, you know? It's the Aces, the Storm, I think the Mercury have one, but yeah, it's like it's not every team. So like I don't know. Yeah, that's one thing, you know. Yeah, Reese's words have predictably caused an uproar. Annie Costable of Front Office Sports, who was on the Sky Beat last season, followed by reporting teammates were unhappy with Angel Reese's direct remarks. Honesty has a way of hurting some feelings, and Reese already apologized for her remarks. She should not apologize. I don't know. Yeah, she was direct, but yeah, like she didn't like, yeah. I mean, the one thing is like her saying we can't expect Courtney to come back at the age she's at. Like that's somewhat like if I was Courtney Vandersloot, I'd be like, what are you saying at me for? It's like, dude, I got my ACL torn. It's like, look, I'm sorry, but yeah, like that was the only comment. But everything else she said is like, yeah, no, she's exactly right. Yeah. Oh man, it's like, yeah, I do not think the Sky from their actions have been putting the best around Angel Reese, you know, like that's the thing. Like if the NBA players can call out their organizations, why can't WNBA players, you know? Like that's the thing. We want quote freaking equality, you know. We like, look man, hey, some people are like, oh, there's stupid discourse in the NBA. Well, the WNBA should have stupid discourse too. It's like, look, like that sentiment should be shared with multiple things, you know? Like if freaking Luka Doncic freaking calls out the Lakers, or second best player freaking is like, we really could use a freaking center that's not DeAndre Ayton. It's like, yeah, like obviously, you know, the freaking stan accounts are like, see, this is what they're saying. They are directly saying, you know, it's the same thing. Yeah, there's Angel Reese stan accounts and like that are being like, yeah, no, like Angel's right, you know? It's like this guy needs to do something. Yeah, like Angel Reese should request a trade if this guy aren't gonna freaking do everything they can to put the best around her, or at least make a concerted effort, you know? Yeah, and like obviously, right? If freaking someone on the Fever, you know, said comments similar to that, right? You know, like all of her stan base is gonna support her, and obviously, to be fair, being fair here, if Paige Beckers freaking said something of those comments, right? Something similar to those comments, obviously her stan base and people would follow her, right? It's like, yeah, like that's the thing. It's like if NBA players can call out their organizations on the sly, or you know, be passive aggressive in regards to like, this is the free agency thing we should do, this is the trade we should make, this is how we should improve the team. Obviously WNBA players should be afforded that same right, whether you know, agree or not, or whether you're like, you know, you're being annoying about it or not. Yeah, obviously. So yeah, is there anything else from this article that I need to pay attention to? Reasonable minds can argue about whether this is a bad look. Oh my god, I hate that term, bad look. It's a bad look, guys. I know about optics. I know that's a term. I know that's a thing that, you know, matters somewhat, but it's like, I hate just the specific phrase, it's a bad look. It's like, okay, I don't know, man. It's a good look. Yeah. Like, when do we ever get praise? When does someone ever get praised of like, that's a really good look doing that? It's a really good look that you did that. Pagliuca didn't get enough of a haul when he traded Kalia Copper to Phoenix. He traded control of another future first-round pick to move up one spot in the draft order to take Angel Reese in 2024, who the Minnesota Lynx may not have taken anyway. Yeah, I wonder the Lynx would have taken. His 2025 draft decisions were a disaster class, which included Haley Van Lith, by the way. I do not know where she is, actually. Yeah, Sonia Citron, yeah. They could have gotten Sonia Citron, who had like a really good all-rookie season, so, yeah. Oh man, yeah. Anyways, that's basically it. I don't need to go in depth about it. Yeah, like I'm just like the basic thing is that Angel Reese has made comments, somewhat, pretty directly going after the Sky organization. But it's like obviously she's doing it because she wants the team to improve. She does not want to. I'd assume her, like so many other freaking athletes, don't want to spend their time on a team that just loses freaking like 80% of their games, right? It's like you don't, you know. That's the thing. The players who are loyal to their franchises, like Dame, right? It's like, you know, it's like, look, they've had stretches of success, you know? It's usually that, you know, it starts out rocky maybe, or like it starts out successful before it gets rocky, right? And they have losing seasons, right? Like Steph Curry, obviously, right? He was there at the beginning. They were bad. But then, like, you know, 2013 happened, right? They had the stretch, and then now it could be that like the Warriors is gonna be as good, obviously, right? It's like you look around for that, but it's like for the trajectory of the team success to be like under 500, and then like consistently miss the playoffs, not even sniff the playoffs for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seasons straight. It's like, yeah, obviously that's not gonna be good. Obviously, obviously you wouldn't want that. It's like, and if you can freaking maybe make it clear that you want that to change, yeah, maybe you should do that. Maybe, I don't know. It's a whole thing. There's like a lot of things that I feel like it can be boiled down to. People are upset at this thing Angel Reese did, partly because, or mostly because, for some Twitter accounts, because it's Angel Reese doing it, you know? It's Angel Reese doing it, so, you know, people have to be annoyed. It's like, okay, like, I don't know, can we be over this, man? I'm not saying that I'm finding those people on Twitter, but it's like, that could be a thing, you know? I'm not specifically finding those people on Twitter because, you know, I'm trying to freaking mostly wean myself off of freaking checking my For You feed like for like 30 minutes at a time to an hour at a time. So yeah, it really is a thing that like now I'm just like, I'm hyper aware. I'm just like, if I spend like more than 2 minutes on the For You page, right, I'm just like, yeah, no, this is too much, man. Like my chances of seeing stuff that I'm just not into, or just that's gonna piss me off or annoy me, it's just way too high. Okay, that's the thing. But like on YouTube, I feel like I scroll the feed for like 2, 3, 4 minutes at a time, and like a lot of times I find find like a thumbnail or a title that's like, that annoys the hell out of me. And I still, you know, but like usually with dad, like I'm like, okay, I'm getting rid of it. I'm getting rid of it from my feed. Oh man. Anyways, that's basically that topic done. Oh man, yeah. Should I talk about the NFL starting? I don't know. I just thought that Bills-Ravens game, you know, I watched the end of it. It was fun. Nice freaking comeback there. Oh man. Let me check Bleacher Report real fast. Yeah, I think, yeah, the Packers and Commanders are playing today, or tonight, to date this video. Come on, man, come on. Yeah, the Packers won, yeah, 27-18 over the Commanders. Wow. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, a player got traded. Yeah, Michael Parsons, yeah. He got traded to that team, the Packers. Look, man, NFL season to me just means it's first things first season. And look, man, it's delivering, okay? It's delivering. Is first things first as good as PTI? No. Will it ever be as good as PTI? No. Is it entertaining? Yes. Do I see it on the same level for the NFL as I see a show like Gil's Arena, or D Arena as it's called now for some reason, to the NBA? Yes. That's basically my stance on it. Is it something for me to watch that is not a video essay about something that is gonna annoy me if I see the title and thumbnail? Yes. It's something to watch, okay? Look, I'm just making it clear, okay? Oh man, what else? I knocked those stuff out of the way. That stuff out of the way. Oh yeah, Canelo Crawford. How am I not gonna talk about that? I was gonna go this whole episode without talking about it. I wrote it on my board. Yeah, I was checking my board where I somewhat outlined the episode. Yeah, so I don't know. Should I do an off-the-cuff preview of Canelo Crawford? I don't even know, man. I don't know. Should I do a tale of the tape? I think, yeah, Canelo is 35. I know that. Canelo's 35 years old. Crawford is like 38. I think he might be, yeah, he's definitely older than Canelo. He's like either 37 or 38. And yeah, it is weird to me how like Crawford is just a couple of years older than Canelo. A couple of years or so older than Canelo. Yeah. I think Canelo is taller, right? Yeah, is it? Yeah, like Crawford is coming in from the lower weight class, right? Yeah. Crawford, you know, started at lightweight, I think. Lightweight, super lightweight, and then, you know, featherweight. Yeah. No, yeah, lightweight, like 130, 135. That's where he came from. And recently he won a belt at 154 against, was it Madrimov, right? Yeah. If anyone remembers, I did an episode where I Let's Played. I live reacted to the Twitter reaction of Spence Crawford. It's called I Know SH About Boxing 4. Yeah, true. It's a Die Hard reference. It's also another reference. Yeah. Man. Anyways, so I did that, you know, and like Crawford, people going into Spence Crawford, a lot of people, I think the majority of people who are aware of boxing just thought it was going to be an even fight, and then it just was not. Crawford just absolutely just demolished Errol Spence. But yeah, obviously I don't think that's going to happen, yeah, with Canelo, right? Canelo's the bigger guy. Yeah, you know, like Canelo, his weight for, you know, at least a decade now has been 154, right? 154, 160, 168. He fought Kovalev at 175. He fought Bivol at 175. So yeah. Man, yeah, he's yeah, that's where Canelo's range is. I don't know where the catch weight is, you know. I don't know. I'm just doing it so off the cuff because like I haven't been like that like stringent, or I haven't been that you know focused on finding like fight material, you know, like I used to. It's on Netflix, right? Yeah, it's streaming on Netflix, so that's gonna be good. And the big thing that I have not talked about yet is that Max Kellerman is gonna be commentating. Oh my god, how did I not talk about that? Oh my Jesus Christ, dude. I was just like so casually just being like, here, it's like, no, this is the main event for me. Look, man, more so than the actual fight, I just want to hear Max Kellerman and Jim Lampley frickin' call a fight again, man. Call a big fight again. It's like, please. That's all I want, man. That's all I want, okay? I don't know if I'm going to get an episode out. I probably can't do an episode where I, like, live react like I did with Spence Crawford. I'm sorry about that. But... yeah, I think, like, if it's, like, an exciting enough fight, you know, if it ends in, like, a knockout or something that's, like, really shocking, I think I'm just gonna, like, record something after midnight. I think it might be a thing where I play Fight Night Champion. Yeah, it could be a thing where I play Fight Night Champion and, like, talk about the fight over me playing Fight Night Champion. So, yeah, that could be something I do if the fight is, like, really, really exciting. So, yeah. Oh, man, how did I not talk about Max Kellerman? Yeah, there was like a video that Ring Magazine had, you know, where he was interviewed, and I'm just like, oh my god, I have not seen Max Kellerman in like 2 years. Oh my god, it's been so long, man.
Not fighting. What's your favorite sport?
Basketball.
No, it's not. It's boxing. I will prove it to you in 30 seconds. If you come to a street corner, and on one corner a guy's playing basketball, two guys are having a pickup game of basketball, and on another they're playing stickball, and on this corner it's flag football, or if the guy's putting a golf ball, and on the fourth corner there's a fight, where's the crowd? It's always the fight. So the question is why? Why is everyone's favorite sport actually fighting, whether it's MMA or boxing? And the answer is, those are the only sports that are the literal imposition of a will over another. In every other sport, there's a ball that's the surrogate for the will, right? Oh, you know, Barry Bonds can't hit Roger Clemens' fastball. Roger Clemens has imposed his will metaphorically on Barry Bonds, right? Agassi, you can't return Sampras's serve. I'm thinking like the greatest of all time. A metaphor. But if Lennox Lewis hits Mike Tyson with a right hand, and Mike Tyson goes down, Mike Tyson's brain tells his legs, get up, and his legs can't do it. He has literally been separated from his own will. That's a physical imposition of will on another. More compelling. So then you say, well, why isn't boxing more popular right now? And the answer is, because we understand the world through storytelling. That's how people interpret the world. And stories are only as interesting as the characters are interesting, as you are invested in the characters. So if you redo the thought experiment, and now it's Clemens pitching to Bonds and Agassi, now the fight will still get some people on, because that's how good fighting is, but how compelling it is. But now people are paying attention to other stuff, because you know the characters in other sports. You don't know the characters in boxing, and that's the only reason you don't watch it and aren't a fan and like a real fanatic, because that's how awesome boxing is.
Oh man, oh god. I don't know. Like I read that tweet last episode of like, what's it like? Stephen A. Yeah, a man who stood up for black people so much that Stephen A. just kicked him off his show or something like that. And I didn't mention that. Yes, Max Kellerman is going to be doing commentary for Canelo Crawford. You know, that's really what matters. You know. Okay, yeah. I mean, like, what's on the line for Canelo or Crawford? Not much, really. Like, I would assume there's more on the line for Canelo. Or no, Crawford, right? Like, Canelo's legacy is already stamped, you know? It's like, yeah, like, he doesn't really need to prove anything more, you know? Yeah, again, the only fight, really, that people have been talking about with him is Benavidez, right? But I don't know. Like, I don't know where people stand on that based on, like, Benavidez's performances. Yeah, one thing, yeah, did I talk about, like, I saw, like, very, very late, I watched, like, the fight, the All Access, because it's Showtime. I watched the All Access episode on Benavidez and Caleb Plant, a white American fighter from Tennessee. I don't know where Caleb Plant came from, but yeah. So, like, I think, like, one thing I learned about David Benavidez is that he was a former fat kid, and he had trouble making weight. So, yeah. I mean, it's not that. I mean, there are, yeah, I don't know. Is there, like, is there... Look, look, man, I do not want to be insensitive or disrespectful with this thought, but, like, come on, I think I need to share it. Is there a way to distinguish like the muscular people, you know? Is there a way to distinguish like really fit, muscular, freaking like I work out all the time types of guys, right? Is there a way to distinguish the ones who you can tell are like, I was a former chubby kid, I was a former fat kid, versus like, nah, I was always skinny. Like my metabolism, you know, it's like Taylor talking about her metabolism in frickin' the Simon verse, you know. Hey, very good frickin' reference I put in. There you go. Read the frickin' book, man. Read the frickin' books, okay? But like, is there a way to tell? Is there a way to tell like, yeah, I mean, is there a way to tell like visually without like any hint of their personality, you know? Like personality wise, obviously you probably can tell, right? But like, is there like visually a way, like from like a vibe aura they give off, you know, just by looking at photos of them, of like here's a guy who is like, you can tell he was like a former chubby kid and a fat kid, you know, heavy kid at school, and it's like he freaking got made fun of so much for it that he's like, I'm gonna freaking work out, I'm gonna dedicate myself, I can't have freaking, you know, versus the freaking guy who's like, yeah, no, I've always been like this, it's always been natural to me. I don't know. Look, man, I just want to know. I'm just posing the question, okay? Hopefully. Because I'm neater, yeah, like I'm neater, like I, you know, like I don't know. Growing up, I was definitively chubby. As a teenager, I think I was a little less chubby, but yeah, like since I graduated high school, you know, let's just say I have not looked the same. You know, 2020 was like the very low point for me in terms of that, but yeah, like, you know. Like, I think I'm mostly fine with how he look, you know, now, but it's really like, yeah, mid-late 2020, I just did not like how he looked. But yeah, like I started walking and freaking, you know, playing basketball freaking on an empty hoop near a freaking park bench, and I'm like, yeah, no, I think I'm mostly I'm mostly okay with where I'm at. But yeah, man, it's like, yeah, that's the thing. It's like, you know, I don't know. I'm neater. Yeah. Yeah, my trajectory mostly is just like I was chubby as freaking under 10, 11, 12. Like the peak of me being like, you know, pretty decent in weight was like 16, 17, you know. Like, I have a picture of myself from, like, 2017, early 2017. I'm like, dude, I look like that? Oh, man. I don't know. It was weird. But, yeah. Just being vulnerable here, you know? Oh, God. Anyways. Oh, I went from, like, a little over 10 minutes to almost an hour. That was me, and I was just talking about the WNBA. Yeah, see? There you go. The WNBA segment eclipsed the NBA segment by at least twice its length. So, yeah, there you go. Oh, man, I think, yeah, what else do I have on Canelo Crawford? I mean, really, I just got sidetracked with frickin' Max Kellerman and frickin' Jim Lampley. It's like, I'm just excited because of that. Like, Tank, you know, I don't know. It's cool that it's on Netflix, you know, which basically means it's free for me to watch. But I don't know, like, Netflix got shit for, like, its streaming quality with Tyson and Jake Paul. It's like, guys, like, please. It's like, okay. It's like everyone was watching it, and everyone tweeted afterwards like, well, that was a boring fight. It's like the one thing that did I talk about that? The one thing that annoyed me with that event was like, look, I know, I'm prefacing this, I know that the majority of the people who watch that event on Netflix are not boxing fans, so they would not, I would assume like about 60% of the people who watch that event wouldn't even really know who like Naoya Inoue is, right? Like, I know that. I am aware. But for most of the people who are like tweeting in the aftermath of that event to be like, I like the women's fight, like that just annoyed me so much, man. That, like, I feel like just the phrase, quote, the women's fight annoyed me so much, because it's like, it's literally Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. It's literally like two of like the biggest names in women's boxing, and it's like everyone was just like, the women's fight was good, the women's fight, I like the women's fight, oh yeah, the women's fight was worth its money. It's like guy, like the phrase the women's fight annoyed me. Like, I don't know if I talked about that earlier in the year, but it's like, that, like, everyone tweeting or blue skying about it, because I feel like that was like, I was just seeing the blue sky reaction. It's like I know that the majority of the people would not know women's boxing, or even like, you know, men's boxing deeper than like the biggest like fighters, right? But it's like, it just annoyed me, okay? Like, it annoyed me that like Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano 2 was like the women's fight. It's like I don't know. It just annoyed me. It really did. It really, I don't know. It grated on my freaking nerves every time, you know. And like, I'm not like, I know every fight of Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano's career, you know. I just know that they're, you know, like two of the biggest like women's boxers, you know, of recent years, right? Yeah, Katie Taylor is probably one of the best like women's boxers, you know. She's probably the best boxer from Ireland, right? Oh man. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's like, yeah, it really annoyed me that people were referring to Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano 2 as like the women's fight. Wait, that's what we should have. That it should just be like, it's like plus the undercard, the women's fight. the main, and for our main event, the women's fight. just no names associated with it. It could be Clarissa Shields or freaking like I don't know, Christy Martin, if you want a throwback. There's the, you know, an actress playing her in a biopic. It's like, it could be, anyways, you know, it's just called the women's fight. It's like, I don't know, I don't know. Yeah, and I'm saying this as someone, yeah, like, okay, I'm a hypocrite, okay? I don't know every fight of Katie Taylor's career. I don't know every fight of Amanda Serrano's career. I do know that Amanda Serrano is a world champion and Katie Taylor is a world champion. I know that Katie Taylor had a fight against oh man, I'm blanking. Not Savannah Marshall. Oh man, Katie Taylor had a fight against another UK fighter. Yeah, yeah, true. It's like, I'll look up a record and post it if I can remember it. But yeah, like, it's like, I know that freaking, you know, I'm shooting myself in the foot here. My momentum is gone. But yeah, it's just I'm just saying, just if you were watching the event, why just say the women's fight if they literally, if like on the graphic it tells you like Taylor has these trunks, Serrano has these trunks, and they're saying Taylor and Serrano. Yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah, that's even more so of my point of just like you were watching the event and we're saying the women's fight, but it's like you didn't hear the commentators say the name Taylor or Serrano. It's like you just called it the women's fight. I don't know. Am I crazy here? Am I crashing out here? It's like, I don't know. It's just a thing that annoyed me a lot, man. Just people just blue skying or tweeting the women's fight. It's like, I don't know. Oh man, that could be an episode title, but yeah, nah. Oh man, I think my episode title is mostly set, right? Yeah, I mean, it's mostly set, you know. It like, if I have an opportunity to go for a reference of something, a title reference of something, I do it. So yeah. Oh man. Anyways, is that all I wanted to talk about with Canelo Crawford? Do I have an official pick? No. I don't know. Bold prediction. There will not be a knockout. I don't know. Somewhat bold, maybe, considering going off of like Crawford versus Spence. But yeah, I think it's probably just gonna go to distance. It's probably gonna be a closer fight than, you know, people think. It's probably not gonna end in a knockout. You know, I'm just gonna put that out there. It's gonna be like some sort of split decision. I don't know. Like, I don't think it's gonna be a total shutout, man. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Like, that's the thing. It's like, we've seen like how Canelo can get outboxed, right? Like Bivol did it, but like, can Crawford outbox Canelo in the same way Bivol did, right? Like, it's like, for one, Bivol was a light heavyweight, and Crawford is moving up in weight. Or, like, Crawford is from 140, 147 moving up, rather than, like, you know, Bivol, who's fighting naturally at 175. So, like, yeah, that's the thing that, you know, I wouldn't think so. But, yeah, I don't know. Can either fighter knock the other out? Yes. Yeah, like, I could see Canelo freaking hurting Crawford. I could see Crawford hurting Canelo. Which one of the two is more likely to happen if you were to freaking really pull my arm on it? I think I don't know. It's hard to be like you know, Crawford. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like, I guess it's like Canelo hasn't like truly like knocked someone out brutally in a while, you know. The last one's probably Kovalev, but yeah, it's like, you know, and also Kovalev was on his way out anyway, so you know, okay. But like, you know, I think it would be Canelo since he's the bigger fighter. I would give the edge to the bigger fighter, I guess. Yeah, but yeah. I don't know, like, who can outbox the other? Yeah, I honestly don't know, you know? Fake boxing fan, man. Fake boxing fan. I am not a fake Jim Lampley and Max Kellerman fan, you know? I was freaking there that the night freaking Larry Merchant said death by 1,000 left hands in regards to Pacquiao De La Hoya. But, you know, Jim Lampley said Pacquiao is annihilating Oscar De La Hoya. I was there that night, man. I was there. I'm freaking James Murphy freaking stamping it. I was there that night, okay? A lot of it has to do with, you know, my family's culture and nationality, but I was there, man. How many people could say they were there? I was 8 years old at the time, but I was there, okay? I am not a fake Jim Lampley fan. I am not a fake Max Kellerman fan in regards to their boxing commentary. So, yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. Is that basically it? Yeah. Do I have a prediction? Let me call it right now. Let me call it right now. I guess Canelo by split decision, very narrowly, and people are gonna discourse about it. I don't know. I'm not sticking to that. Actually, it's gonna be Crawford. Actually, it's gonna be a knockout. Actually, it's like, yeah, no. I'm not sticking it. I'm not sticking to one. You cannot pin me down. This is my Let's Play, man. I can do mostly. I don't have to stick to one thing. I'm not on first things first. I don't have to be pressed on it. Okay. Oh yeah. Speaking of like related sports television shows, PTI, pardon the interruption, got a new deal. So they've extended the show through 2028, which means that friggin' Michael Wilbon will be like 70 years old, most likely. I think it'll be like 69. It'll be like 69 or 70, and Tony Kornheiser will be 80. Like, it's like, dude, like, how are they gonna keep on doing that show into their 70s and 80s, man? Jesus, I don't know, but I love it though. It's like, part of me is just like, it should get canceled. Like, Tony and Wilbon talk all the time, anyways, right? Like, they talk through text and on Tony Kornheiser's podcast, which I listen to a lot, anyways, right? It's like, why do they need to do the show at this point? You know, like, why do they need it? And the answer is to remind people what actual good sports television is, you know, what actual good freaking journalistic centered sports television is, even though neither of them are journalists, you know, like, but like, they're journalists who transitioned into TV, and like, they did it, you know, yeah, it wasn't seamless at first, but it's like they're better at it than just pretty much everyone else, you know? Like, I'll take them over anyone on freaking Get Up or First Take or anyone. I'll take them over freaking pretty much anyone, you know? They did it better than anyone, you know? Like, Around the Horn was the show that could match up to it, but yeah. As I've discussed before, that's gone now, so yeah. Oh man, anyways, is that basically it for this part? Yeah, I'll take a little bit of a break. Yeah, not an ad break though. Not an ad break, not a tree planting break, but yeah, I guess I'll just cut here, and then next time, when I come back immediately after the cut, I'm gonna talk about more things and get into the list segment for the episode. So yeah, look forward to that. Alright, so briefly, I guess, maybe not so briefly, and yeah, mostly briefly before I get into the list segment for this episode. Yeah, should I talk about more of the anime I've been watching? Man, I have, yeah, I don't know, I'll talk about like a couple, you know. Yeah, one is this anime romance series. I tend to watch a lot of those, but it's a shoujo romance. It's not, yeah, like a male-centric eccentric, slightly pervy thing, look, it's legitly a shoujo romance anime, and like, if you want to watch, if you want to get into anime, like, I think it's perfectly fine to watch just stuff like that, like, look, it's fine to just watch the popular stuff, but yeah, look, I think give like at least like one or a few shoujo anime or shoujo romance anime a shot, okay? Yeah, Kimi ni Todoke, Say I Love You, Blue Spring Ride, to name a few. My Love Story is another one. Yeah, not on my list, but yeah, it's like a pretty good one, It's like, yeah, like shoujo, Yeah, give those a try. Princess Jellyfish, is one, It's like, yeah, just give one of those a try, man. Yeah, my recommendation. Yeah, the same thing with like literature, It's like, look, give a Becky Albertalli book a try, give a Morgan Matson book a try, no matter what you read, no matter what freaking genre you are into, okay? Please. Just, I don't know, man. Maybe I just, yeah, again, it's like, I keep on if anyone has watched episodes of this Let's Play before, I mentioned this thing. I have this idea in my head. Of like the most dude bro freaking podcast ever, where it's like, yo, like where it's like the podcast where like guys are talking about relationships and dating culture, right? But instead of talking about relationships and dating culture, they talk about Morgan Matson books. Bro, like that scene where like Brie and Toby had that, like in the movie theater, it's like, oh my god, dude, that would be so fun. I'm sorry, I'm just imagining it right now. It's like that, and like Since You've Been Gone, like Emily and Sloane, like the list that Sloane gives Emily and like all the stuff she does. Oh my god, dude, I was like, so like, bro, like that was so, oh my god. I'm just imagining it right now. Oh man, but anyways, yeah, what is the anime I wanted to talk about again? It's called Honey Lemon Soda. Yeah, it came out, it started airing January of this year. Yeah. Like, when it was first airing, I didn't watch it immediately because I was like, yeah, no, that seems like a show I'd probably watch anyway, right? I could get to it later. Yeah, it's made by JC Staff, which is an anime studio that makes a lot of freaking stuff, shows that I love, like Azumanga Daioh, Honey and Clover, yeah, Excel Saga. That's mostly like its late 90s, early 2000s, mid 2000s run, but yeah. Yeah, recently, yeah, in the 2020s, they've put out some shows, yeah. So yeah, Honey Lemon Soda is a shoujo romance about this shy girl who's in her shell. Tell me if you've heard that one before. She's like very timid. She's very a shoujo protagonist. She's very much that. Called Uka Ishimori, right? She's like, yeah, she got bullied in middle school. And then she decides to go to this high school because there's this somewhat mysterious guy with yellow hair, dyed yellow hair, called Kai, right? And then she develops a romance with him, yeah, over time, yeah. Like, it's like early on, it's like episode like, what, 3, where it's like she is like definitively like, I have feelings for him, I'm in love with him, but yeah, like as shoujo series go, it's like she falls in love with him because he, is responsible for her opening up and, her making friends in her own class, and her, like, moving on from getting bullied and her confronting her own bullies, which happens, like, throughout the series, which is really fun. I don't know. It's also not, like, a traditional shoujo, like, romance series because there isn't, like, a true, like, romantic rival. Yeah. Like, there's, like, one that appears, right? And then it's like like the girl who could be the rival is like an ex of Kai, right? The yellow-haired guy, but like, in the it gets resolved when Kai says like, yeah, no, I'm not into you, and she's like, I knew that. Baka. Oh man, it's like, I knew that, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know, I guess I just wanted to shout it out real quick. I really like it. The OP and ED are very just like pop centric, like it's like this, like, it's, yeah, I don't know if it's like a hip-hop kind of group, I don't know, I think it's like it has an ampersand in the title, I don't know, Yeah, some sort of thing. Yeah, it's very like pop, you know. Man, it sounds like it would soundtrack like a modern freaking teen rom-com, you know. Man, I don't know if there was a live action adaptation of it, man. I don't know who would play freaking the characters. Yeah. I guess if it was like yeah, you could totally see this as like one of those like Netflix type freaking just series, you know. You could totally see that. Yeah. Anything else I wanted to shout out about honey lemon soda? Oh yeah, why is it called that? Yeah. I think, oh no. My capture card just freaking, yeah, my screen on the monitor just freaking blacked out. But why is it called honey lemon soda? Yeah, because this guy, the male love interest, Kai, who's like very flaky and like has somewhat of a mysterious intrigue about him, like a bunch of like you know, shoujo love interests do, right? It's like he drinks lemon soda apparently. And in the first episode, somewhat spoilers, Ishimori uses the lemon soda against her bullies from middle school. So yeah. Oh man, it's like he drinks lemon soda. I don't know. And that's the thing, is like, yeah, it's not, I mean, it's usually lemon lime soda, but it's like this is like a soda where it's like literally it's yellow and it's carbonated. Yeah, I don't know. I think like, yeah, like I somewhat have like a theory like in my head that it's called that because like honey, lemon, sweet, and like sour, right? Like making something lemon soda, you have to put a lot of sugar in it. I mean, obviously soda has sugar in it, yeah, unless you want to drink freaking zero sugar, you know, which I do a lot, you know. But sometimes I'm like, yeah, who cares, you know? Look, man, you only live once, as freaking a once popular rapper that it's not popular to like now says. Oh, man. Anyways, yeah, editing, yeah, just like the contrast between sweet and bitter, something like that, maybe it could be. It's also like a common name for like a shoujo romance type series, you know? Another common staple is like naming something after like flowers or blooming. There's a show airing this current anime season, called The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, right? And it's like, yeah, no, that's a shoujo romance, man. It's about, you know, being a fragrant flower and blooming, you know? Obviously, like flowers and blooming are used as like metaphors for coming of age because of like, you know, just the natural comparison of just like something is blooming, something is, you know, growing, you know, something is not fully developed yet. Yeah, makes sense. But yeah, I don't know. Is there anything else I want to discuss with that? Yeah, they love, you know, it's just a nice shoujo romance series. Yeah, I guess the other series I wanted to discuss. Yeah, I am decidedly a Love Live fan. You know, I'm a fan of the Love Live franchise. I'll watch like, mostly every Love Live series, you know. I've watched School Auto Project and the movie. I've watched Love Live Sunshine and the movie, okay? Just putting that out there right now. I think if there was one anime franchise that I could say like that's my franchise, it probably would be Love Live. Bang Dream I think is there too, but yeah, like Love Live and Bang Dream are just like the two where it's like, yeah, no, these are the franchises I follow and like I'm watching like mostly every entry of. So yeah. Oh man, so yeah, I guess I'm watching the current, not the current, yeah, but the Love Live series after Sunshine. Yeah. Well, it's weird because like in 2020 there was this series called Nijigisaki High School. Yeah, and that was like somewhat different because that didn't follow an idol group per se. It followed like a bunch of girls in a school who wanted to be like solo idols, but they were all just together, you know, wanting to do that. And like each episode focused on like each individual student's like hang-ups about wanting to be an idol, you know, and like it ended it with like their own like solo performance, which is cool. Like that was a different series, but yeah, like I think like this series, which is called Superstar, Love Live Superstar, is more in line traditionally with like Sunshine and School Idol Project. But yeah, the group is only 5 members in this series. Yeah, so it's about this girl, Kanan Shibuya, I think. Yeah, Shibuya Kanan, and her initial hang up in the beginning is that she can't sing. She can't sing in big moments, She tenses up, she can't, but like by the end of it, yeah, she meets a girl from China called Cuckoo. Oh man, yeah, and she's really fun. She's like the comedic freaking like a highlight of the series. Of like, she's so funny, her interactions with like another girl they meet later on, Sumire, which is this girl who is like a child star. Yeah, is like a child star, but she never got like a starring role. Like like a joke is made that she played like an isopod, like in like a TV show or like a play production at one point, and like that's what she got saddled with. She always got saddled with like non-starring roles, even though she wanted to be the star, and her thing is like she has experience in show business, and that could help them, and then there's this other girl, somewhat. Yeah, I think I somewhat forgot. Her name starts with Chi, okay? And like she loves to dance, right? And she was childhood friends with Kanan Shibuya, and then she decided to take up dancing because Kanan decided to take up singing, So together she had her own thing, and she struggles with like, should she join their idol group? Should she not? Should she focus on dancing? But they all eventually joined the idol group. Yeah, and then the last one is this girl Ren Hazuki, who is like the daughter of the head of the school. Yeah, the daughter of the woman who founded the school, right? And like she is against the frickin' the idol group from being made initially, but then she joins in due to circumstances. Yeah, I don't know. I don't need to explain how they get together, but yeah, I guess that's just a basic, very poorly told synopsis of it. So yeah, I don't know. The bottom line is that it's a Love Live series, so it's bound to be good. The animation great, the performances are great, visually it looks great. One very tiny detail I love about it is that the episode titles are like displayed like in the show. It's weird. Yeah, like it's like one time the episode title is on like a monitor, in the series. One time the episode title is like on a desk. One time the episode title is like on their heads, and the backs of their heads. I don't know. I just really like how they creatively integrate the title of the episode, within the episode, within the actual show. It's just cool. Like, yeah, like the first one, I think it's on like a street, right? Yeah, it's literally on the street. Yeah. That's just one thing that's cool about it. So yeah, Love Live, just good. That's the anime I wanted to get to, right? Yeah, I need to get to my list segment. Yeah, is there anything else that I would need to get to before I get to this list segment? Man, I mean, I know I'm not going to do a Twitter segment. Canelo Crawford, any thoughts on any other thing? Man, yeah. I mean, I would assume like Canelo Crawford is just who's best pound for pound. Oh yeah. Did I talk about, oh yeah, side note, yeah, on boxing, did I talk about Alexander Usyk defeating Daniel Dubois in the rematch? Yeah, Dubois, just, he put an extra stamp, he put extra confirmation that he is the best heavyweight of this era. Not Tyson Fury, not Anthony Joshua, not Deontay Wilder, there was supposedly a freaking AJ Jake fall fight. It's like, come on, man. Oh god. There could be a freaking Wilder and Ngannou fight. I don't even know. What are we doing, man? What are we doing? It's like, I know this is for money, but yeah. Look, man, we don't need Saudi Arabian money for everything, okay? Speaking as a boxing fan, it's like, okay. It's like, sure. Oh man. Man, anything else regarding that? Yeah, I forgot to talk about Manny Pacquiao's comeback. How did I not talk about it? Is there anything really to say? He fought a fighter, was it Barrios? Yeah, I don't know much about him. It was just somewhat of a comeback fight. Pacquiao is 46 years old. He's gonna turn 47 in December, but he got a draw against Barrios, which is pretty surprising. Yeah, all I did was tweet, he looked better at 46 than he did at 41, meaning that he had a better performance against Barrios than his performance against Ugas, Yordenis Ugas, who was a replacement for Errol Spence, yeah, who couldn't fight Pacquiao initially because he had an eye socket, yeah, like his like retina detached, yeah, I don't know. That's a very interesting like sliding doors moment. Like, what if like Pacquiao's quote last fight was against Errol Spence? I really don't know. Yeah. Oh man, anything else? Yeah, can I just get to the list segment, man? I've done this for too long. I liked my women's fight freaking rant. That was fun. That was so fun, man. I'm just saying, man. Look, I'm just saying that like they were like, if you were watching it and we're saying, oh, the women's fight was good, you had to have like somewhat listened to freaking, maybe you just watched it on mute. I don't know. But even if you're watching it on mute, they say they show their names on the broadcast. I don't know. I don't know. Oh man, the list segment. Yeah, I'm continuing on my favorite albums of all time. I'm doing this like somewhat blind. Yeah, like I put it here. I do not know what's 21 to 30 off the top of my head. So yeah, I did 1 through 10. I did 11 through 20, and now I'm doing 21 through 30. I don't know if I'm gonna do the next sections in the next episodes, but yeah, and just for now, I just like talking about albums. Hopefully, I do not talk about them for ages upon ages, you know? Okay. All right. Ooh, I just saw some on the list. Okay. Oh, man. I think this is 3 episodes in a row where the first album I talk about is from a British band. Okay, let's do it. Number 21 through 30 of my favorite albums of all time. Lists are subjective, you know? And it's just as of right now. And I'm thinking I might change, like, the bottom of the list anyway, so yeah. Just watch out, you know, I don't know. I'll tinker with it, but yeah. For now, this is 21 through 30. All right. Number 21, Bombay Bicycle Club. I had the blues, but I shook them loose. From 2009. This is an album, man. This is such a freaking good album. Bombay Bicycle Club, I discovered them because they were on a Vice article back in 2020 called the top 50 greatest landfill indie songs of all time. And in reading that, this was placed like very high on the list, you know. And the song they put from Bombay Bicycle Club on that list of landfill indie songs, which I think is an affectionate term, landfill indie, but I could see like it being labeled as an insult. But yeah, I see it as affectionate. But yeah, they put the song Always Like This on that list. And yeah, Always Like This is a great song, man. Like, I don't know. Like, the album is just filled with just hit after hit after hit, man. Like, I don't know. Yeah, Always Like This, Magnet, Cancel on Me. Yeah, the end of Cancel on Me. Oh my god, the buildup of Cancel on Me. Oh my god, dude. Like, how it, like, concludes. Oh god, just so freaking cathartic, man. Yeah. Magnet has this very like lo-fi, like chilled out freaking ending that like sounds like it's elevator music by the end. Like, I don't know, like it's just garage rock. Yeah, it's garage rock, you know, just like songs about British life. I think like Bombay Bicycle Club as a band are from Crouch Island. I think, yeah, their lead singer's Jack Stedman, I think, and he went bald. Yeah, that's the one thing I know, is that if you look up video of him like after like 2012, 13, 14, like around the era of their next 2 albums after that, yeah, the album after this one is called A Different Kind of Fix. It has a song called Shuffle, which is really good. It has a song called How Can You Swallow So Much Sleep, the opening track, which is really good. And then their next album after that is just the album is called So Long, See You Tomorrow. And my favorite song off of that is Home by Now, which is basically like R&B influence. I don't know. Like, yeah, that's the thing. Bombay Bicycle Club were like a band that kind of shifted their sound. Like, you know, like not that like drastic in a Block Party way, but like kind of like somewhat similar, you know, like somewhat like, I don't know, like this album I'm talking about that's on the list here, it's from 2009. It's like mostly garage rock, which I like. Yeah, The Hill, also a really good song. Yeah, Lamplight. Yeah, like Lamplight, how it has like the quiet part, like has like the calm part, and then the screaming like back to back, you know, like dun 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 dun, and then frickin' it like that really loud part that follows that string of notes or chords, right? Yeah, it's like I really like Lamplight. Yeah, evening, morning, you know, just really, yeah, Dust on the Ground, yeah, just really freaking good, like garage rock type of indie rock. So yeah, that's number 21 on my list. Yeah, also really good name. I think it's the name. It's inspired by like they got the name from like a restaurant. Yeah, I don't know. Oh man. Anyways, number 22. Ooh, that's a good album, man. Clap Your Hands, Say Yeah. Clap Your Hands, Say Yeah. It's self-titled. Yeah, the first self-titled album on my list. Yeah. So yeah, this album is from 2005, 20 years ago, and this is probably the face of the blog rock era. What's blog rock? It's somewhat similar to landfill indie, but not really. I don't know. I guess, yeah, to describe blog rock, it's like it's albums and bands that were like hyped up. That like during like the mid 2000s, a lot of like how you discovered music was true, you know, music websites, yeah, like Pitchfork or NME or stuff like that, right? And like these Clap Your Hands, Say Yeah were like one of the bands that like got a lot of their initial hype through blogs, you know, so like a lot of how people found out about them were from blogs. And like, yeah, Clap Your Hands, Say Yeah, they released this album without a label, so they released this album independently, and it spread through like word of mouth, and like part of the word of mouth was on the internet, and on the internet meant like true music blogs, right? This is when like a lot of people had music blogs and were sharing music on them, you know. What's a blog, you might ask? Well, I had one. I still have one. Okay, look, I still have one. Okay, that's all I'll say about that. But yeah, anyways, Clap Your Hands, Say Yeah. What do I love about this album? It's just really just nice friggin' music. Yeah, again, it's just nice indie rock music. I don't know what musical influences you would describe with this. I don't know. It just sounds like really good indie rock that's like, you know, not too heavy, but just, yeah, it's very melodic, you know? Yeah, the highlight of the album, obviously, is this song, The Skin of My Yellow Country Teeth, you know, just the way it starts with those synths, you know, and like, yeah, I write about it in a blog post I made, actually, the last one I have up, yeah, of like songs I wish that soundtracked my high school days, yeah, something like that, and I put this song on here, yeah, it's like, just, yeah, the synths that open it up, the, you know, just the singer's voice, Alec Owensworth, you know, like his voice is so like, I don't know, I love it. I just love how freaking naturally flawed it is. It's not freaking Michael Angelakos' voice. It's very rough, you know, but like that, yeah, like we need more indie like rock singers like that, you know. Yeah, just, yeah, the build up of it, yeah, just, yeah, the guitars on it, all the guitars sound really nice. Let the Cool Goddess Rust Away. It starts with this song, it starts with like a carnival freaking thing. It has a carnival vibe of like, the first song is called Clap Your Hands, yeah, like it sounds like a carnival barker introducing you to, you know, it's like something like that. Yeah, yeah, the last song, and On the Waves of Youth, something like that. Yeah, no, come on, man, I have to look it up. What are some other songs? Give Me Some Salt, yeah, In This Home on Ice, I really like. Yeah, yeah, no, Over and Over Again, yeah. I'm freaking looking for it, man, god dang. Man, yeah, what's the last song on there? Yeah, Details of the War, Is This Love, Heavy Metal, Upon This Tidal Wave of Young Blood, there you go. And like, yeah, like the one thing I remember, yeah, that's memorable from that song, that last song on the album, is that like Alec Owensworth just keeps on singing Child Stars. He just says Child Stars over and over and over and over and over again. He just keeps on saying Child Stars. He just keeps on saying that. Just, yeah, the singer's voice is great, you know, it's just great, just nice freaking music, man. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, and they're from New York City, you know, as you know, as sung in "The Skin of My Yellow Country Teeth." Oh yeah, and yeah, fun fact about that song: it was in the soundtrack of this film I watched. I think it's called "The Art of Getting By." Yeah, yeah, it's about like this like uninterested kid who's into art and nothing else in New York City, something like that. I think like Emma Roberts is in it. Yeah, like I don't know, just something. Oh man. Anyways, I have to get back to my list here. Okay. Is that it? Yeah, that's basically it. The definitive face of blog rock, man, just really good. I don't know. Their second album too. Yeah, I guess like I should briefly talk about their second album, Some Loud Thunder, man. Yeah, that album is just like, how did they respond to making this first album and it being like an unexpected hit and like you know on the internet and like them getting like a little bit of popularity, you know, but not like too much, right? They made another album after that, which sounded even more freaking grating and freaking. Yeah, like it's you know how like is this it? Like some people joke about like how it sounds like it was recorded through a can opener. Well, it's like, dude, if you listen to freaking the first track off of Some Loud Thunder, like it just sounds so freaking. It sounds so, I don't know. Like there's lo-fi and then there's that. You know, like those first two songs, Some Loud Thunder and Emily Jeanstock. It's like, yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah. There's a really good song on Some Loud Thunder called Satan Said Dance. Yeah. I don't know. It's like the chorus is just him saying Satan, Satan. And then like there's the backing vocals just say said dance. Like I don't even know. But yeah, I think it kind of works though. Yeah. That's clap your hands, say yeah, I guess. All right. Number 23. Oh my god. Finally another hip hop album I decided to put here. Okay. Nas, Illmatic. Yeah. I guess I just decided to put this here. Yeah, I think, let me check here. Yeah, let me check. Yeah, no, okay, I have the other album here. Okay. But yeah, Nas, yeah. Yeah, what is there to say? Like it's like it's probably one of the best like New York rap albums, hip hop albums of the early 90s, you know, 1994. Like this, Wu-Tang Clan, you know, Ready, you know, and then Notorious B.I.G. with Ready to Die, right? Like that's like the holy trinity, you know. And yeah, one of those two albums is on this list somewhere. But yeah, it's like, yeah, New York State of Mind, you know, the rhymes on it, The World Is Yours, you know, yeah, Memory Lane, Sitting in the Park, you know, it's like, yeah, like I haven't listened to it nearly enough as I should, but yeah, like I think it's somewhat like, it's kind of like me putting the Joy Luck Club so high, you know, of like, I know when I revisit it and when I listen back to the songs, because, you know, New York State of Mind and The World Is Yours in particular, it's like, yeah, no, this is like one of my favorite, these are some of my favorite rap songs, you know, yeah, this is just, the rapping on it is pristine, you know, yeah, basically, you know, I'm sorry for not like going too in depth about it, but I don't know, I guess it's just, I'm not too in depth with like my opinions on hip hop, you know, it's just like, are the rhymes good? Does it sound good? You know, like are the beats good? Like, I don't know, it's hard for me to like talk about like hip hop albums like that in depth in regard, like in comparison to like other albums. I don't know. Man, and like, yeah, like hip hop was just the first thing that I listened to. Yeah, it was hip hop and pop music. Yeah, I don't know what the first like true like rock music I was listening to. It was probably on the Tony Hawk soundtracks. Yeah, probably like Goldfinger, Spokesman. Yeah, not Superman, Spokesman. Yeah, because I played Pro Skater 4 first. Yeah, and like Jimmy Eat World and stuff like that, you know. And then when I was 15, it was Green Day, right? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that was my introduction to like, you know, rock music. But yeah, I started listening to music with like rap music, yeah. Stuff on the radio, you know. And like I remember being 10 years old and like listening to Juicy by Biggie Smalls, right? It's like, yeah, no, this is an amazing song, you know. Oh man, yeah, anyways, number 24 on here. Ooh, another repeat of a band I talked about previously, The Naked and Famous, In Rolling Waves, from 2013. This is their second album. Oh man. And you know, I mean, look no further than the fact that I made an AMV for Hearts Like Ours. Okay, I mean, like, I made a Legend of Korra AMV. You can watch it on my channel. It's literally on my channel. It's unblocked. It's nice. It's called Korra AMV Hearts Like Ours, and yeah, Hearts Like Ours is like top 5. Yeah, specifically like top 5 favorite songs of all time. Like I don't know, like that song is amazing. Like, I don't know if there's any more praise I can give it. Like, I love that song. Like, ever since I first listened to it, like, I feel like in my head, I'm just like, yeah, is this one of the best songs ever created? It's like, yes. Yes. And like listening to it over and over again hasn't like made my view on that change, you know. Stance hasn't changed, right? Like Hearts Like Ours is just one of the best songs of all time. And I talked about other songs on this album previously, so I don't know if I should go too in depth about it. Yeah. Well, I kind of shortchanged me talking about Passive Me, Aggressive You. So yeah, should I do a little bit more of that here? Yeah, the songs on Passive Me, Aggressive You are kind of, there's somewhat, like, yeah, there's like a lot of experimental songs on there. I didn't get to the other experimental songs. There's a song called A Wolf in Geek's Clothing that I don't listen to as much, but it starts with this like heavy freaking guitar freaking riff, which is very uncharacteristic of the Naked and Famous throughout their future albums, but yeah. There's a song called Spank, I don't know what it's about. Like, I have no idea what it's about. Is it about a zombie apocalypse? I have no idea. The last song is on Passive Me, Aggressive You is called Girls Like You, which they did a whole 8 years before Maroon 5, Like, I don't know if, like, people could, like, interpret the lyrics as kind of corny, but, yeah, I think, like, it's about, like, it's about, like, wanting to feel seen, of just, like, what if nobody could see you, man? What if, something? It's, like, I think it's supposed to be, like, very, like, inspirational, motivational. It's supposed to be uplifting, to, maybe, like, girls who don't see themselves that highly. I don't know. I think that's what it might be about. I'm just like throwing darts to the dartboard, hoping something sticks. Okay, but yeah, like the Jilted Lovers. Yeah, did I talk about like Jilted Lovers and like how I just love how it just like it like leaves, it fades out and then it fades back in. Oh my god, the ooh. Oh my god, dude. Like when it comes back and it's just that. Oh my god, dude. It's so good. And like No Way, I talked about the breakdown on it, the freaking heavy ass the piano keys and the synths and the guitar, just oh my god, dude, just indie pop freaking perfected, just music being perfected on freaking that. Like, I don't know, just anthemic. Yeah, not necessarily anthemic in the way like Bruce Springsteen or like something like even like the Gaslight Anthem is anthemic or Oasis is anthemic, but like I don't know, just like very like it just makes you feel it accomplishes the job of like making you feel big emotions. And yeah, to talk about the album that's actually on the list in this segment, In Rolling Waves, I really enjoyed a lot of the tracks like later on. Hearts Like Ours was the song that initially grabbed me, but Stillness, the opening track, is really good. I just love how like it starts with like an acoustic guitar and like just like Alyssa singing If We Could Be Still, and then like it ends on this just like mess, like it ends like a friggin' dance song, and then it like just crumples into friggin' static by the end of it. Like it's like someone crumpling a piece of paper, like, and like the piece of paper is just like the friggin' aux cord, so it's like all being garbled up by the end. It just has this like dance breakdown like 2/3 of the way through for some reason. I don't know. And then Hearts Like Ours, I talked about Rolling Waves, just like Alyssa singing in Rolling Waves, and the song goddamn Grow Old, Grow Old, with like that's like the one where like Alyssa and Tom like they're freaking singing like against each other works so well, right? It starts with freaking like Tom singing slowly and then Alyssa freaking singing In Rolling Waves Are Dissonance, In Rolling Waves Are Dissonance. Like, oh my god, dude, just really good. Like, I really like how it like ends. I really like just the breakdown in the middle of it. Oh man. like I Kill Giants, you know, very like good like anthemic song. I recently saw the music video for that. It's like in a church and like there's like two girls dancing in it. Oh man, utter songs, man. Waltz, yeah, Waltz. The second best song called Waltz after the Suno Hair song called Waltz. Probably, I don't know, but yeah. Like, Waltz is really good. Just, I like it. I don't know. Just, I don't know what it's necessarily about. This is how it functions. This is how I'm just like singing, man. Yeah, I cannot just like sing just the lyrics from these albums, but I feel like somehow that shows like how much I love these songs. But yeah, this mess, you know, just like, you know, like this relationship is a mess, you know. Another example of Alyssa and Tom just like singing as if they're a couple. I have no idea. Oh man, but yeah, I don't know. Just really, yeah, just really great. Like I like sonically, it has more of like a consistent palette than Passive Me Aggressive You, but yeah, it's still like, yeah, like it's carried by, you know, not carried because like it's strong all around. I talked about yeah, oh my god, how am I forgetting the songs right now? Yeah, like why am I forgetting the songs on these albums, man? What's another song on it? What We Want? Yeah. Oh yeah, To Move With Purpose. Yeah, To Move With Purpose. The second to last song, I think, is just about like not like I think it's about like being at a club and being like, I'm so bored of this shit, man. I'm so bored. Everyone is just being at a club or a party. Everyone's dancing and you're just like, I'm so not into this, man. The lights are just, oh god, it hurts my eyes. And then just being like, I just want to be with you. Something like that. To Move With Purpose. It's about just being like, I'm so sick of this frickin' party or club or whatever this place is where everyone's frickin' dancing. I'm so sick of it. Oh man, I'm just talking about every frickin' song on the album. I don't know if there's any like big picture stuff I could talk about it. I don't know. With the Naked and Famous, like I don't know any like sort of like big like context surrounding them. Yeah. From like there were like a couple interviews I saw, like I think I think like Alyssa was like one of the last members to join, right? Like they needed a singer and then like she was like singing before and then she joined, right? I talked about how they produced their first album entirely by themselves, right? Like they were all in university and like pretty much all of them dropped out, you know, they were studying stuff, you know. Yeah. I think they're like generally pretty young. Like I think so. If they have a song called Young Blood, I would assume. Yeah, like they're from New Zealand. You know, I don't know. They're still based in New Zealand. I have no idea. I really don't know. I really don't know any of that big picture stuff with them. So yeah, that's basically me. Freaking glazing the Naked and Famous, man. They're just one of my favorite freaking bands, groups to produce music. So yeah, this is. Anyways, number 25 on here, another repeat. Yeah, Paramore, Brand New Eyes. And like technically like this could be like better than Riot, you know, like I don't know, I feel like a lot of Paramore fans probably see this as their best album, which yeah, it makes sense, but yeah, I don't know, I think for me the thing that puts Riot above it for me is just like Riot to me is more like that typical like pop punk sound, you know, like that is just like doing pop punk and perfecting it, you know. And Brand New Eyes was like doing a lot of that and like a lot, yeah, like the sonic palette, as music journalists would say, is like expanded and it's really good and it's somewhat a sign of them maturing, you know. But yeah, I don't know, I think like songs like, yeah, if I were to talk about the songs on this album that are my favorites, yeah, Brick by Boring Brick, obviously. Oh man, yeah, if you can see it in your eyes and feel it in your heart, it's where I want to be. Yeah, so go get your shovel and we'll dig a deep hole and bury the castle. It's like I just had to sing that, okay? Oh man, it's like, yeah, it's like, come on, man. Like, come on, like, yeah. And then like Decode was in between Riot and Brand New Eyes, but like in my copy I have digitally. I just put the code at the end of the album track listing. And like, yeah, all I wanted, the last track, like, yeah, is it the legend? Yeah, no, it's not a legend. It's literally a thing. There, Haley cannot sing that song because she has to scream it, and she has to use a megaphone when she sings that song whenever they do, which is like extremely rare. I think like she's saying it after like a whole like decade or plus of not singing it at like When We Were Young Fest or something, some sort of thing, sometime in the 2020s, like during like the This Is Why music cycle or something, album cycle, right? It's like, and then I don't know if she used the megaphone, but yeah, I think like they played that song for the first time in ages, you know, and it went over well. So yeah. Man, like, you know, yeah, any other highlights? Careful, Ignorance, Playing God, I feel like has grown on me over the years, you know, just, you point a finger, I'll point it to the mirror, it's like, oh man, and it's so interesting how, like, all of these songs were, yeah, I could give context on Paramore as opposed to The Naked and Famous, right? The year is 2009. The setting for Emily is Away Tree. The year is 2009. Paramore are like one of the biggest pop punk bands in the world. They're touring. They completed like a whole big ass tour for Riot, their second album. But internally, they're falling apart at the seams, you know? It's like, you know, Haley is writing songs, like, about, like, how she is feeling within the band, like, calling out Josh and Zach Farrow, right? Well, with songs such as, like, Ignorance, you know, and Playing God, right? And it's like, and Turn It Off, you know? Man, it's like, yeah, and the worst part is, before it gets any better, we're heading for a cliff, something like that. Oh man, I'm just like singing so badly. Oh man, yeah, yeah. Yeah, what's another great song? Yeah, The Only Exception, yeah, which was written about Haley's then future husband, I think, who is the singer of Newfound Glory. I think, I don't know, something like that. I don't know. He was the only exception. Yeah. Yeah, like I was very cynical about love. You know, I came from a divorced household, and then you made me feel optimistic about it again. You made me feel good about being in love again. You're the only exception, as Haley would say. Yeah. Again, the context is that internally Paramore as a band were kind of falling apart at the seams. Like, even though there's that whole, like, the short documentary about them, it's like, oh, they're having fun, they're playing pickup basketball, they're having fun as a band, you know? But it's like, yeah, like, the next year in 2010, you know, Josh and Zach Farrow together collectively left the band, and then they talked about how, like, we just wanted to start a band, you know, and like we didn't know that we were being screwed because our contract was not a contract for the band, it was for Haley as a solo artist. And it's like, yeah, like that, like, contract, and the contract Haley Williams signed as like a 12-year-old. Like, she signed it when she was 13, right? It's like, how could she have known, you know? Like, that's the whole thing of, like, they were using the fact that their contract was only for Haley, like, against, you know, her, when it's like, I could understand, like, being the other members of Paramore, right, that are not Haley, and being like, yeah, no, it feels kind of shitty that our contract is not for us. Like, our contract is for her, and we're, like, the side pieces to go along with her. But on the other hand, like, it is also a thing that, like, Haley advocated. Haley was, like, very strongly like, no, like, I want these bandmates, I want these guys I'm in this band with to be in it too, right? It's like, but, like, you know, in reality, Paramore as a band never had an album contract, you know? Like, they never had a record deal. Haley Williams herself had the record deal. And I could understand, like, at the time, you know, like, why that was kind of, you know, shitty, you know? But yeah, and like, obviously, like, I think it's, you know, if you want to mention things in the future, it's like Josh Farrow during the pandemic, sometime around like 2020, 2021 or so, made some, like, homophobic comments, you know. Paramore were very religious early on. They're like, we're a Christian band, you know. Oh man, and Josh Farrow made some homophobic comments, and then Jeremy Davis, their bassist, became a country star. He made, like, this country rap song or music career. It's like I don't know. It was a flop. Yeah, I don't know. And yeah, I don't know. Like it's like yeah, like Paramore is only Haley, Zach, and Taylor York now. Yeah, so oh man, there's yeah, it's like Haley tweeted it's like or said something on Instagram of like there's a reason there's only 3 members of Paramore. Okay, there's a reason. There's a reason it's only 3. Okay, oh man, yeah, that's the whole thing. I don't know. I wonder, yeah, like, I don't know, like, yeah, I would assume it's hard with Zach, right, of just, like, that's his brother, you know, making, like, some, like, you know, problematic-esque comments, you know, like, yeah, I don't know, but yeah, is there anything else I need to say? Yeah, just the musically, like, it's more, has a more mature tone, like, you know, Decode, I guess I want to talk about it. I saw an acoustic performance of Decode. It was really freaking good, man. Decode, like, acoustic, like, works really well. And, like, yeah, Brick by Boring Brick acoustic works really well. And the only exception, yeah. Oh man, I think I remember seeing in like the video documentary of it that like in Misguided Ghosts, right? Like one of the sounds was just like Josh or one of the Farrell brothers just like tapping on a magazine. It's like the drum sound on it. It could have been it. I don't know. I don't know. The producer they worked with. I don't know. Anything else I need to talk about? Haley Williams' hair in this era was red. It was like kind of blood red, and during the riot era it was like bright orange. So this was red hair era, blood red era, Haley Williams. So yeah, anything else I need to discuss with this? Yeah, no, I'm like going really long on these, man. I'm already on 1 hour and 54 minutes, man. Oh man, good thing I gave myself time. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, let me get to these a little bit faster. I only have 26 through 30 left. Okay. Number 26, Cut Copy in Ghost Colors from 2008. Notice a team with like the years these albums are from. Cut Copy are an Australian band, and like yeah, the TL did not listen of this. It's just this is amazing dance music. Like this is like trying to make 80s dance music, but just like modernized for the 2000s and like really freaking good, man. It's just like dance music infused with a little bit of indie rock, you know. That's like really freaking good. Yeah. Man, I don't know, it's like one of those albums that like isn't like definitively heralded as like this is like a classic of the era, you know. Like I think it is. Yeah, I think it should be stamped as like this is one of the best albums of the 2000s, like bar none, you know. Yeah, it's number 26 on my list. So yeah, my favorite songs on it: Hearts on Fire, Lights and Music, just like all the songs, like all the songs that are dancey, you know. It has like the main songs that are like the main like hits, and then it has like interludes in between, like Voices in Courts or something. Yeah, So Haunted is really good. I really love the end of it. Yeah, just I really love the end of it. Nobody Lost, Nobody Found, which was featured in a Morgan Matson book. Oh man, yeah, it's just really good dance music. Yeah, I feel like it's like I want 80s type of 80s type dance music. It's like no, I want kind of this type of dance music, you know. Yeah, dance music for like an indie rock loving freaking crowd, you know, which Cut Copy, yeah, absolutely fits in that mold. Okay. Oh man, number 27, Interpol, Turn On the Bright Lights, from 2002. This is their debut. Interpol, you know, along with the Strokes, along with the Yeah Yeahs, are just, you know, the face of the New York new rock revolution, indie rock, whatever it's called. It's post-punk revival, whatever. The lead singer of the band, Paul Banks, like is like on the record and like Meet Me in the Bathroom being like, yeah, I mean, I didn't really listen to that much rock music. I was more into hip hop. I was listening to friggin' Wu-Tang Clan or something. And it's like Paul Banks eventually in the 2010s would go on to like make like hip hop albums with RZA or something. I have no idea. Like I don't know. he's just very into hip hop for some reason, you know. I don't know what his like rock music influences even are, you know. That's the whole thing of Interpol early on getting like the label of like they sound like Joy Division. It's like, and then Paul Banks is just like, yeah, I've never listened to Joy Division. I don't know where that came from. Oh man. Anyways, yeah, favorite songs on the album. Obstacle 1, obviously, far and away, my favorite song on there. Closely followed by the outro of PDA. The PDA outro. The song that starts off with, "We have 300 couches," you know? The outro of that song, it's probably been memeified at this point, but the outro of that song with the instruments just coming in, like the guitar and then the bass and oh my god, the outro of PDA is amazing. Just that alone, just isolate that alone and make it its own song. It's the second best song of the album. PDA is good, like NYC, you know, the subway's a porno, really good. Oh man. Obstacle 2, I guess, you know, I guess it's a song with obstacle in the title. Roland, my best friend's a butcher, he has 16 knives. It's like that freaking guitar after it. Oh man, yeah. It's just guitars sounding really good, you know. A lot of my music taste is that, but not in like a country twangy way, you know. I don't know. There's a lot less of that in my music taste, yeah. But just like post-punky, like angular guitars and like kind of like higher BPM riffs, yeah, I'm into that. Okay. Oh man, number 28 on my list. Yeah, right next to it. The yes. Fever to Tell from 2003, literally the year after it. Why do I love this album? Yeah, I don't know. It's just, you know. They're the one with a woman as their lead singer. Yeah. I mean, I probably should just spend this time talking about Karen O. Karen O is an amazing freaking performer. Like, I don't know, just like you watch her live and it's just like, there's like early videos of like, yes, performances from like 2003. And, like, she just went so damn hard on the performances, man. There was like one song that's like not from this album that she performed in one of those videos where she just like, literally put the microphone in her mouth, right? Like, she was kind of drunk. They were in Wales, I think, and they were performing some song that's not on Fever to Tell, and like she put a microphone in her mouth. She put the whole like head of the microphone in her mouth. I'm not gonna demonstrate it, but yeah, she put that whole head of the microphone in her mouth, and she just screamed. She just like what? Like, oh man, like she's an amazing performer, man. Like, she's one of the best like in terms of like rock music performers, right? Like, men or women, you know? It's like my god, dude. I don't know. Like, and whenever you see her perform Maps, right? Yeah, and obviously favorite tracks, Maps, Tick, you know, just the way she's just saying tick, 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 tick over and over and over again, and just like how she's contorting her body almost to sing it. Yeah. And then, you know, the last song, Modern Romance. There is no Modern Romance. Why Control, the other hit from the album. Rich, you know, just the way it starts. Like, I don't know what that production is. I'm not versed in music production, but the way that has like that, the way the song starts musically. Man. Yeah, but like Maps, far and away, the era-defining song probably, right? Even more so than Last Night or Obstacle 1. Yeah, just the era-defining song that like actually kind of broke through to the mainstream a little bit, because it literally inspired Kelly Clarkson's freaking Since You've Been Gone. So yeah. Oh man, yeah, just Karen O is a performer, man. Whenever she performs Maps, right? Like how she just like stays still, right? And she just like holds the microphone at a distance. Right, the music video too, of just like how it's based off like she at the time had a relationship with Angus Andrew, who was the lead singer of this band called Liars, right? And like he was about to go on tour and she was like, no, stay, they don't love you like I love you. It's like, it's about like her not wanting her then boyfriend Angus Andrew to go on tour, right? Because she would miss him too much, right? And like in the music video, she literally was like holding back tears as she was singing, right? It's like, oh my god, dude. Yeah, just, yeah, I'm saying information that's been stated before, but yeah, I don't know, just like watching Karen O perform. I haven't even seen like Yeah's live performances that much, but yeah, I don't know. Cheated Hearts is also another one where she goes she goes all out. Yeah, there's like one where, yeah, she was just diving in the freaking crowd and she came back after like 2 minutes. Oh man, yeah, that's basically all I need to say. Maps is an amazing song. Yeah, just really good all around. Yeah, there you go. Number 29, yet another repeat here. Huh? Tokyo Police Club, Elephant Shell from 2008. Oh man, yeah, this is their technically, I don't know. If A Lesson in Crime counts as an album, it's their second album. If it counts as an EP, then this is their actual debut. Why is this album up on here? It's because of the song Your English is Good. I love that song, man. I love Your English is Good. It's on that blog post I mentioned earlier. You can feel it in our bones, and my rook will check across this black and white chessboard. It's like, I don't even know. Oh man. And you don't need to change your futures with us. I think those are the lyrics. Oh man, give us your vote. I don't know. Give us your vote. Something like that. I'm like, I could be just absolutely butchering these lyrics, man. I don't know. I'm not gonna correct them. This is how I remember the lyrics, okay? This is how I remember the lyrics and how I sing them, okay? But yeah. Also, other songs, yeah, like In a Cave was the first song I listened to from them, you know? Yeah, In a Cave, Graves, Juno. Fine, you were right, this wound needs ice. Oh, man. Fine, you were right, this wound needs ice. Oh, man, not a lot of other things need ice, but this wound does. This wound specifically needs ice, so, yeah. Yeah, anyways, it's just really nice indie rock, you know, just, yeah, I think they're also like a blog rock type of band, you know, yeah, I think I mentioned that, when I talked about them in the last, part, but yeah. Oh man, anything else I need to talk about from them? Yeah, Listen to the Math also is a really good song. 60s remake. Tessellate, yeah. Tessellate's really good. Yeah, just like all, like they're like short, but yeah, they make their impact felt, man. They can riff. That's the thing. The riffing is friggin' really good, man. Oh man. Anyways, I think I've reached it. Yeah, number 30. Okay. And a lot of New York in here. Number 30, TV on the Radio, Dear Science. This is from 2008. So, yeah, I have oh no, Nas Illmatic, that's from 1994. I didn't say what year it's from. The 90s, oh my god, that's also the first album from the 90s on this list. Wow. 1994, wow. Oh, man. Is this the last album I'm gonna talk about? Yeah. Okay. The list segment, yeah, it's gone on for a while. This episode could be over 2 hours long, or just under it. Yeah, pretty much like 2 hours long. So, oh man, Dear Science. What do I love about this album? Yeah, TV on the Radio. I think like, yeah, like really, when you look at it, I feel like TV on the Radio from like a consistency perspective of like which band of that era, like The Strokes, Yeah Yeahs, Interpol, like who like released like subsequent albums that were not seen as iconic or nearly as like this is as great as their first albums, you know. Maybe Yeah Yeahs with its Blitz, you know, but yeah, with Interpol, like there's some people who like Antics just as much as Turn on the Bright Lights, and with The Strokes there's some people who like Room on Fire as much as Is This It, or even a little bit more. But it's like with TV on the Radio, they really are like the most consistent band, like, and probably the band that has put out like the most amount of like really good to great music over like their whole lifespan as a band, you know. Like it's been, yeah, they're not broken up, but yeah, I think like one of their singers, Tunde Adebimpe, hopefully I'm saying that right, Tunde Adebimpe, like he released a solo album earlier this year, I think, yeah. But yeah, their last album was called Seeds. It came out in 2014, I think. Yeah. Man. Yeah. So like during their run, like they've just, I don't know, they've just been really, really consistent. I think like the song you most would associate with them is Wolf Like Me. We're howling forever. Oh. So yeah, okay, there you go. That's all I need to say, okay? Oh man. Yeah. But yeah, I think I like Dear Science as an album more than Return to Cookie Mountain, which is where Wolf Like Me comes from, just because of just, yeah, I think like I don't know, the songs on there I just really connect with a lot more. Yeah, the songs like Dancing Shoes, yeah. Just like, yeah, it's like basically like a hip hop song. Yeah, like it's really like just like the rhythm of it, the flow of it. He's a what? He's a newspaper man. It's like the way it starts. And like, yeah, a fun thing that I'm willing to share here is that whenever that song comes up, they do like, there's like two claps, like after he sings like any little article will do, and then like there's like two claps. And whenever that happens, man, I just get so into that song, the rhythm of it, that I have to like do like, I have to just keep on doing that. I have to just keep wherever, on whatever surface or whatever. I have to indicate that like those two claps happened with my own freaking hands. Any little article will do. Just like, oh my god, dude, the rhythm of that, man. It's so good. The song DLZ, this is beginning to sound like the dawn of a loser forever. It's just, yeah, just really good. Like, yeah, I think like the Pitchfork review, it talks about like, it feels like kind of representative of that like late George W. Bush, early Obama era. It feels like it's an album where like the political context of it is somewhat important, right? Like Family Tree, like I think like deals with like the roots of racism, you know, like it deals with like that, and it deals with like racism historically in some sort of way, right? Yeah, and like DLZ, I think has a political edge to it. Like Shout Me Out, you know, has a political edge to it, you know. Yeah, and it's like, it feel like the album just feels like it's like some change is gonna happen, man. Something is gonna happen sooner or later, you know. And like, yeah, like 2008 when it was released, it was very representative of that time, you know. Like I know that like talking about things is like, this is Obamacore, this is freaking, it's like, oh my god, so like please, like, but like with this album I feel like it's very prescient, you know. It's like this is so like rooted in like, this is the late George W. Bush era. This is like, everyone is so tired, you know, like, you know, world leaders throwing shoes, right? This is the late like era of like, oh my god, we're so tired of this, we need something, man. There's something has to happen, right? And like, yeah, like I feel like you know, songs like DLZ, you know, on the album, yeah, or like, yeah, like Crying, the second track on the album, Golden Age, yeah, like Golden Age is really freaking, I'd assume that has that same kind of political edge to it, you know. Yeah, just like, yeah, really just fun, rhythmic, freaking like songs that are like accessible, you know. I think like the songs on Dear Science are slightly more accessible than the ones on Return to Cookie Mountain that aren't Wolf Like Me, but yeah. And like, yeah, after this, yeah, like TV on the Radio, yeah, their next two albums after this, 9 Types of Light in 2010 and Seeds in 2014, yeah, like they're still like filled with hits. Like Seeds has the songs Happy Idiot, which is really like really good, and it has the song Test Pilot, yeah, which I really enjoy. And then 9 Types of Light has the song called Will Do, yeah, which like, yeah, Will Do is like really good. Man, yeah. So yeah, that's TV on the Radio. They're, I think, like song for song, album for album, they're probably the best and most consistent band out of that whole New York City scene, Meet Me in the Bathroom scene. And they probably should get more credit, you know? They probably should get more credit, but yeah, like they're not the first band that you associate. But yeah, obviously if you want to talk about like, you know, African American, you know, like black bands of that era, bands that, you know, had black people, you know, like just, yeah, it's, if you want to talk about the whole like general like 2000s indie rock whatever scene, right? If you want to talk about like black members in bands, you know, off the top of my head, Block Party, TV on the Radio, Santa Gold, Black Kids, like, yeah, I don't know, the one guy in Sum 41, it's like, I don't know, it's like, yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Yeah, just, you know, how it felt to be, you know, black in freaking indie music at the time, right? It's like, It's gotten better now, like Barty Strange, right? I do feel like Barty Strange has probably said something of like, I owe a lot to, TV on the radio, right? Like I felt very inspired by them. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, yeah, like you see the influence now, like you see like Barty Strange and like his albums, right? Yeah, like his songs like Mustang and Boomer, his tracks on his second album, right? Heavy Heart, right? It's like, yeah, no, it's very, like this is somewhat continuing on the lineage, but also building something new at the same time. So yeah, that's basically TV on the radio. They talk about all my favorite songs on there. Yeah, Dancing Shoes, DLZ, Shout Me Out. Yeah, those songs. Anyways, that's basically it for this episode. I've been going for so damn long, man. Longer than I would have expected. It is been pretty much 2 hours since I started. So yeah, anyways, that has basically been the episode. Did I miss anything last second that I want to talk about? I'm just happy that I will get to hear Max Kellerman and Jim Lampley on a boxing broadcast again. So yeah, anyways, will we find out frickin' Kawhi's frickin' secret whatever even more? So I don't know. Hopefully Pablo can find that out. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this episode. Yeah, and see you on the next one.